I don't know if I've ever shared this, but I have worked on and off in finance and investing for many years, and I've made some good decisions and I've made some really upsetting, heartbreaking, depressing, if that's a word, decisions when it's come to investing and making money and losing money. And I'm sharing this video with you off the back of a conversation that I had with a client yesterday that really motivated me to share some cold, hard, truthful facts around what just about any family can do to become multi-millionaires through property and investing if they stop some stupid, emotional, supposedly good feeling BS. Okay, so let me tell you the story to frame it up. I'm talking to a gentleman, lovely gentleman by the way. I'm not here to make him bad or wrong. I'm just here to share transformational information for all of us who want to be bold, brave warriors and build better, happier, wealthier, more fulfilling lives. And that's why I'm sharing this information. And if you're watching this, maybe you're one of these people. So have a listen. So we're having a chat. We're talking about helping him build his investment property portfolio by acquiring good property, good capital growth property that has good rental income that he can acquire and hold on to so he can build asset and income wealth. So he has in 15 or so years a good amount of money for him and his family to have a more comfortable retirement on and at least have choices even if they're working. So we're having a chat. And I'm going through his figures and I've realized, because he said to me, "Oh, Trevor, but we're so close to the line financially with our income and expenses. I don't know, even though I want to do it, how we can afford to buy another property as part of our family's wealth building plan." So we went through the numbers and this is what I discovered. I discovered that he is spending on 2 car loans for these prestige cars and expenses upward of I made some notes here so I'd be accurate, $45,000 a year going out on these 2 cars. And I talked to him and I was, I guess, trying to understand the psychology around why he would go buy these cars while here he is trying to build wealth for his family. And I said, you know, why did you buy these cars? And he said, oh, and one's a very prestigious car, and they're making okay money. But just another cold hard fact, if you're an executive making a 6-figure income, 150, 250, 350, I want to let you know, if you believe that you are wealthy, unless you have worked that money well and unless you have $100,000+ coming in passive income, paying for all your income and expenses, I'm sorry to say you're comfortable, you're not wealthy. Wealthy is when income comes in and pays all your bills and expenses and you still have money left over. That is true wealth in my eyes, right? Asset wealth doesn't mean you're wealthy because it's cash flow and income that creates wealth. And I know because I've done these mistakes myself, and I'm only telling you from experience and people that I watch and know and what to do and what not to do. So coming back to the story, here he is paying out $45,000 a year for 2 cars while he is grilling me on our small fee that we charge. It's no $20,000 or anything to help him build his asset wealth and his property portfolio. Yet when I said to him, why do you buy these cars? Oh, I love the feeling, the roof's off and people look at me. And I'm going, that's interesting. And I said, and what will these cars be worth in the next 5 years? And he said, oh, they'll go down in value. And then I said, okay, let's do the numbers. 5-6 years, generally when people own cars, he has spent $270,000 for these 2 cars, which if he went and took that money, saved it for 2 years, acquired an $80,000 deposit, he could go buy a $520,000 house that in 15 years would be worth $1.198 million, and he would have upwards of $74,000 after costs rental income. 2 prestige cars to drive with the roof off and feel good, or save the money and buy an investment property in a good area with good capital growth for the long term and become a property millionaire with a 5-figure income coming off his property. This is the difference, guys, when you start to understand, if you don't already, return on investment. If I'm going to spend $1,000, whether it's to buy a parcel of shares, I'm talking good shares, not what the Uber driver told you. I'm talking good shares with good dividend, capital growth, or a good property that's going to go up in value, as opposed to cars that go down in value. And this is what and so we went through this, and I could see the light started to go off for him, because I said, please, firstly, don't ever buy prestige cars again. Not until you can afford to do it with the wealth that you've built. Because as I explained to him, and it's part of this learning here, guys, for all of us, is you either go without now and save money, manage your income and expenses to build asset and income wealth for the long term, and then you can get the good stuff later. But trying to get the good stuff now before you've built the assets and income, you'll never get there. You'll suffer. I know it for a fact, because it's the personality that comes with going without now that builds wealth. But trying to have all the good feelings now and so on and so forth, it's not going to work. I'm telling you, because I've done it. I've done it. So what's the learning as we wrap this up? If you want to get ahead for you and your family, I'm telling you right now, you make enough money. If you're both earning income, I bet you, if you go through and look at your income and expenses, where you are spending money, no shopping centers, no going out for Uber Eats, no just going, oh, let's go to the shopping center and the whatever and buy some clothes. No, you got to be on your game. Your job is not about lifestyle. Your job is about paying for the bills, taking care of your family, and saving money to build asset wealth. If you want to become a multimillionaire with good passive income. If you don't, and you want to cruise along, hope and pray for the pension and have a little bit of money in the future, knock yourself out. But if you are serious about transformation, you've got to get uncomfortable, and what you've got to stop wasting your money on is prestige cars, because you don't deserve them yet. You deserve them when you've built your asset and income wealth. And stop wasting your money on stuff for people that don't even care about you. People do not care what you're driving. People do not care about what you have. And what's the cost to you and your family if you're wasting money on that stuff? What is the cost to you if you did the math on whatever loans and stuff you're paying out to look good to the other people when you're dropping the kids off at school? Don't worry about them. Worry about you and your family. This is what matters. And what you do need to start doing is saving your money. You need to start putting money away, and you need to start putting it into either paying your home down or paying your home off and buying good capital growth, income producing properties. If this resonates with you, by the way, we're all at different levels, but if you want to become a property multimillionaire with a 5-6 figure income, you can do it. I'm doing it, and I've made these mistakes, and I'm still on my way. I'm not all the way there yet, but these are the decisions, the hard, cold fact decisions that successful, wealthy property investors make, or people in business that are successful. I've got a friend, he's worth millions of dollars, with millions of dollars in property. You know what he's doing every day? He's working. He's working because it fulfills him. He's working for him and his family to acquire more assets, and he never sells. Most people that never build wealth, they sell their property every 3 to 5 years. People that build wealth in property hold property for 10 years upwards and beyond, because that's the taking advantage of capital growth in property. So let's summarize. If you want to get ahead, you want to build a multi-million-dollar property portfolio with a 5-6 figure income, look at the income and expenses. If you're paying big loans out to cars and to credit cards and stuff that doesn't matter to anyone, but you just having a good feeling in your tummy, figure out how to sell those cars, get rid of them, buy a good Mazda or a good Toyota that drives well, and start saving your money and building wealth. You make enough money, just be smarter with it. Manage your money. We talk about, people are suffering and struggling, yet I go to shopping centers on the weekend and it's packed with people, because I bet a lot of them are just wasting their money. Please, guys, if you want to get ahead, it's possible. I know it is, but you've got to get serious. You've got to manage your money. You've got to manage your mindset and your emotions and focus on what is good for you and your family in the long term that's going to benefit you guys. Because let me tell you, those people that you think are looking at you and, you know, saying, oh, wow, they're not going to be there for you. You and your wife or your husband and your kids, that's what matters. Take care of yourselves. And if you've got kids, no buying them cars, guys. Let them save money and work and get their own cars. Let them be adults. Got to manage yourselves, guys. Got to take care of this stuff. I wish you well on your journey. If you want to learn more about this stuff, I'll put a link there. I've got a guide that's got it all in there, helping you guys, helping us all transform our money, our relationships, our spirit, our health, our wealth. I wish you well. You can do this. Stay on it. Have a beautiful day. And from me and little Johnny, where is he? Here. We will speak to you very soon. You can do this. Ciao for now.